by show of hands, how many of you have ever heard this saying, never judge a book by its cover? Okay, everyone. So when I was looking over this survey, I asked you guys a few questions about Greek life, and only 4 of us were actually members of Greek life, and about 6 of you were, or the rest of you were not. So based off that saying, I just want you guys to think to yourself, why am I judging these people when I'm not even a member myself? So basically the point of this presentation is, or this speech, is basically to have you think about why you shouldn't judge people based off of like their opinions. So I want you guys to think to yourself and be like, when was that last time that someone judged me off my career choice or what I wore and how it made you feel? Probably not that great. So when it comes to Greek life, many people walk around campus and automatically judge someone wearing Greek letters. And basically, if you guys have seen the movie Neighbors, it basically relates Greek life to drugs and alcohol usage, which is just unfair because everyone sees movies and automatically assumes that that is actually true. And it's actually not. So I'm going to talk to you about the 3 main things that people don't think of or associate with Greek life. So 1 is how we participate and provide to our philanthropies. 2, we get good grades. And last, we have a big support system. So first off, many of you have preconceived ideas because of the things that you heard, which isn't fair because most of you are not a member. So you're basically judging just off of something that you saw in the news or on in the movies and things like that. So first we're going to talk about our philanthropy. So a philanthropy is basically an organization that each sorority and fraternity has, and they basically give their time and provide money to. So for me, I'm actually a Kappa Delta here at ASU, so I'm eligible to talk about this from my perspective. And so my philanthropy that we provide to is PCAA, which is Prevent Child Abuse America. So every semester we put on a philo, which is basically a fun event to raise money and raise awareness. And so just last year, according to the National Panhellenic Council, in 2013-2014, Greek life chapters raised more than $5.5 million in 1 year. And that's a lot of money. And when people, like I said, that judge have no idea that's what we're actually doing. And another thing is by us reaching out to the community and involving the community in our philos and events, we raised another $20.3 million with the community support. Another thing that people don't really think about when it comes to Greek life is they automatically assume that since we have the reputation of being those that party, we get terrible grades. Well, that's not the case. So last semester, it was reported from ASU Panhellenic Greek that the women in Greek life averaged a GPA of a 3.33, while those women that were not in Greek life received an average GPA of a 3.1. So our GPA for those that were in Greek life actually had a higher GPA than those that weren't in Greek life. And out of those women that were in Greek life, 980 of those women made Dean's List. Another thing that most people don't know is when it comes to Greek life, a lot of sororities and fraternities enforce study hours, and in order for you to do fun events and participate in things, you have to fulfill a certain amount of study hours. Another thing that I want to talk about is a support system. So most of you have probably heard that you buy your friends, and I can tell you that that is not the case. There have been many times that I was just feeling down and depressed just because my family doesn't live here, and I had my friends and my sorority to help me and uplift me. And so it's just important to not judge because it actually really helps people. And those that are actually members of Greek life reported that they were 65% less depressed than those that weren't involved in an organization that had a ton of people to uplift them when they were feeling down. So overall, the whole point of this is to just not judge a book by its cover, because we have all heard that saying and no one likes being judged. And I know for me, when we walk around campus or anyone wearing Greek lives or Greek life letters, they automatically assume that they party and stuff. And that's not the case. So it's just important that everyone keeps an open mind and not judge people for their choices, because at the end of the day, no one likes being judged for their choices. So you can't just give someone a stereotype just because they're wearing letters.